Hello, FPB, and all the poets and blossoms out there, and to all our viewers worldwide. Welcome to our blossoming show, The Men's, the Mother Eagle Blossom Show. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. We, in this very moment, we have an excellent poet from Bangladesh. Let us welcome Muhammad Ali Aznabi. How are you? How are you,
Fine.
sir?
I'm, I'm very fine. Thank you very much. And you?
I'm good. I'm good. Very good. Though it's already almost 2 a.m. here,
Yes.
but I slept early for this interview and I woke up midnight.
Thanks. Thank you for heartily for dedicating this time for me.
Yes, I have to bring your words to the world. You need to be heard. A person with a very beautiful spirit has to be heard throughout. So I'm going to read your bio. Muhammad Ali Aznabi was born on October 8, 1980 at the village of Harong in Chandina, Thana under Comilla district, Bangladesh. His father is Muhammad Abdur Razaki and his affectionate mother is Lalmuti Begum. Poet's educational life was full of achievement and he was always first in the classes in primary, secondary, higher secondary levels. He came of an insolvent family and his father was a pretty farmer. Poverty could not create obstruction on the way of his acquiring knowledge. He started writing poems at the age of 12. His first Bangla poetry, Prem Aroti, was published in 1998. His second poetry, Rubai Gocha, was published in 1999. His first English and Bengali bilingual poetry, Touch of Supreme Love, was published in 2005, and his second bilingual poetry, Perfumed Garden, was published in 2008. Then in 2011, his another bilingual poetry, Agun Jhora Fagun Banshi, Falgun Flute of Flame, was published in a large volume containing around 250 poems. His other published poetical works are Nerghum, Nimognota, Sleepless Absorption, 2012, Rubayat and Diwan, and 2014, Nerontor Piascia, Endless Thirst, 2015. He has composed more than 100 sonnets, which will recently be published. He was influenced by William Shakespeare, John Keats, William Wordsworth, most of English literature. The poet Aznabi gets much interest in Persian literature, especially in Sufism. The great saint and philosopher Jalaluddin Rumi, the great poet Hafiz, and the great poet Sheikh Sadi. The poet is highly inspired by the non-communal spirit of humanism of Lalun Fakir and Kazi Nazrul Islam. In the boyhood, the poet started his literary study with the great poet novel laureate Rabindranath Tagore's The Gitanjali song offerings. He gained graduation with honors in English literature in 2003 and post-graduation in 2004 from Bangladesh National University. His wife, Afroza Ali, one daughter, Afrin Jahan Rifa, 19, and one son, Minhajul Arifin Rajun, is 16. The poet is teaching in Espahani Public School and College and renowned educational institution as senior teacher in English, spiritualism, love, nature, philosophy of life, patriotism, revolt against injustice, sense of renaissance are depicted with spontaneous words in his poems. That's wonderful. Wonderful. I salute you for that bio.
Thank you very much.
So,
Yes,
how
that's,
does it
that's
feel that you are here now?
I'm actually I feel highly delighted to speak um, with you and to the people of the world. I'm highly proud that you have made this opportunity for me to speak something about me and my thought. Thank you very much.
Wow. So your name actually was fresh to me. I have just found you dropped a beautiful comment on my interview and I got interested to interview you. Can you remember where did you get my name?
Actually, in the page Passion of Poetry, in that group, I have seen you at first. Um, One of my colleague, she her husband, her husband's name is F.M. Jardin. He is a poet also in our country. F.M. Jardin. He writes in the Passion of Poetry. At first, he has invited me to join with the Passion of Poetry.
I
And
see.
then then I have joined and I have written some poems to post in that page. And,
Wow.
from that group, actually, I have taken chance to know about you.
Oh, thank you.
Then from the points of that group, I have seen your page. The admin, you are the admin of that page, Philippine poets, poets in blossoms. Actually, this group is so nice. I have, I have also written some poems to post in this page. I actually uh, in Bangladesh. The people, almost people are actually illiterate. They are not expert in English. I write English poems, Bangla poems, Bengali poems, but actually I don't get so many readers in this country. And when I have taken chance to write the poems and post the poems in the global pages, global groups, so many poets of different countries who are very expert in English, when they commented me, actually my confidence has increased,
Yes,
enhanced to write
yes.
more.
That is very important when we receive appreciation from other
Yes,
poets.
I thought that they can evaluate my idealism. They can evaluate, appreciate my thoughts. Yeah, I feel more interested to write the poems. Actually,
That's
it has taken
nice.
not so long time. Actually, 2021, now this year. Um, um, at the beginning of this year, actually, I have started to be connected with the global pages. Before this, actually, before 2021, actually, I was out of these pages or groups. Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think this is the grace of Almighty that
Yes.
He has given me a way to be connected with the world, and
Yes. Yes.
now actually, and the nature has compelled a way to be connected with you, and you have invited me. Actually, I think this is also a great um, grace from the Almighty, I think. that I have taken. I have got a platform to speak throughout the world.
That's nice. Very nice. That's why your name is so fresh for me, because you have just joined an international groups.
Yes,
So I feel that I have discovered a very beautiful soul, and you're
thank you,
being discovered by other people also internationally.
thank you very much. I want
You said
such.
in your bio that poverty is not a hindrance to acquiring knowledge. So can you share a few lines about your sacrifices to become the person you are today?
Actually, I think um, a spontaneous emotion has led me towards this position. When I was in my boyhood, actually, there was no family member in our house actually who could teach me well, but I felt much interest inherently, instinctively, to learn many things. I think this is also a divine blessing on me. Uh, uh, though actually I was born in a very insolvent family. I have said about this. My father was a petty farmer, but actually he was very honest man. The people around um, um, around the of our village, though my father has died, my mother too, they are no longer in this world now, but I love them very much. I feel the most interest in visiting their graves. Uh, uh, I so much feel. I never tell them dead. I never tell them dead. I think they're alive
They're
in
just
me.
around. They're just
Yes,
around with you.
yes, they are in me. I think they
Yes.
exist in me. When I feel them, actually I can get them invisible. Invisible, though my eyes can't see them.
Yes.
They are blessing. Actually, I think their love, their deep love, their blessing have led me to this position. Actually, I try to love the people. I try to respect the elders. I try my level best to love the youngers. I think actually George Bernard Shaw has quotation. He has said, Beware of those people whose God is in the sky. Beware of those people whose God is in the sky." I believe this. Actually, God is not in the sky. God is in the people. God is around us. If we love the people, God will be pleased. Irrespective of religion, irrespective of caste, creed, race, color. Okay,
Beliefs.
uh, yes, beyond of nations, beyond of races, beyond of colors, beyond of religions. Actually, God is everywhere, and I find Him in the people in His creations. Actually, this is my great inspiration. This feeling. So actually, I try to treat with the people so softly, so kindly. Um, I want to live among the people, among the creations.
What a beautiful thought you have. And you have a very kind spirit. And I'm happy to discover you. I'm happy to know you.
Thank you
So,
very much.
um, maybe your father and mother also, they are very much proud of you. They are very much proud of you.
If they were alive, actually, they are no longer. Though mortally they can't see, I think their souls can see me.
So,
Uh,
may I ask, do you consider yourself successful now?
yes. Uh, and actually, my wife, Afruza Ali, and my one daughter, Afrinjan Rifa, and my one son, Amina Jolarifin. Actually, they also love me very much. I get much inspiration from them too. My daughter and my son highly respect me. They love me, and my wife is uh, very loyal, very modest, very, very simple. She dedicates her full time in our house. Actually, she is very simple, but she is very deep in hearty help. Uh, hearty help. She doesn't serve. She doesn't actually uh, do any job. She's housewife, and she can give me much time. Actually, I am highly grateful to her too. I am so much grateful to her too. She loves me very much. She helps me much, and
Wow.
this is also inspiration. Actually, my wife, our marriage is actually a fair marriage. In my student life, I married her. Uh, yes,
Really? What a beautiful story.
I, I have struggled. I have struggled much to complete my education. I have struggled highly as as I was in a poor family. Actually, none was to back up me. In my student life, before till getting any job, I married her, and we struggled much to pass those days.
Yes, that's life. We really struggle at start, but those struggles are very rewarding.
Yes, thank you very much. Actually, that struggle was experienced to me. I think what I have known, um, actually, sorrow is like a touchstone. I think without sorrow, none can be perfect. I think
That's
without the touch of sorrow, yes, without the touch of sorrow, none can be perfect. Actually, through this struggle, I had to take a lot of pains, and this pains I think has taught me how to struggle, how to live. Yeah,
I love
this couldn't obstruct me. These pains, these troubles couldn't obstruct me to make my journey onward. Hmm.
yes.
I think God's blessing is above all. He has actually, I think I'm very loyal to the Almighty. I believe He is for all. He is for all, not only for any religion. He is for all.
We only
Yes,
have one God, no
yes,
matter what your religion is. We only believe in one God, who
yes,
is
yes.
our creator. So it doesn't matter if what is your belief for me.
So I thought I want to establish this belief that the people of the whole world should think that actually, if there is any religion perfect, that is love. I want to say boldly, love is the greatest religion, and how love should be protected. We should do those things. Those how love will be protected. Is for example, we shouldn't treat with any people uh, badly. We shouldn't hurt others. We shouldn't torture any people. Such kinds of great works actually will give a person to preserve the love in him or in her. I think it is the best way to be connected to the Almighty. If
Yes.
the, yes, if all the people of the world would follow this way of love, actually the whole world would be a peaceful abode for us to live, I think.
Yes, it is a beautiful world to dwell in if we know love.
Yes, yes. Though actually
You're
some
right.
people,
Yeah,
yes, some narrow people actually love, they think love as a sensual feeling, sensuous feeling. But actually, love is beyond this feeling. It is divine, I think. Love is
divine
divine.
love.
Yes, the prophets, the philosophers, the great personalities of the world always have thought of this feeling, and they have given much priority on this, I think.
Yes. So nice to hear from you. Everything you have said, you know, is very inspiring, spiritual. It can boost it can make our spirit freshen, our souls uplifted. Very
And
beautiful words from you. And we were talking about sacrifices. I just want to add that if you know the value of sacrifices, if you just know the value of it, you will ask for more.
actually, sacrifice.
Because it's rewarding. So
Yes, yes,
you know,
yes,
you will not be scared, or you'll not be disappointed with sacrifices. You have to embrace it, because there's a reward for every sacrifices, for every
yes.
sacrifice that we are into. So
I want to say, sacrifice I have done for my poetry, for my creativity. I have sacrificed the illusion for the mundane world. Actually, the money and knowledge. I think actually poetry is beyond knowledge. It is related to wisdom, I think. Yeah,
it's, yeah,
and
I agree
yes,
with you.
yes, and with wisdom, money has no relation. Money is actually opposite to the
I
wisdom.
really
Yes,
agree with you. You are right,
yes,
because it is, integrated with wisdom. It's not only, knowledge, because there are a lot of people who are knowledgeable but they don't know how to make a poem.
yes, yes,
So
yes,
for me, if you are gifted that way, if you are a poet, we have to acknowledge always the one who bestowed that gift to you.
yes. Actually, I think the poet, I believe the poets must be honest. The poets, if they are not honest in heart, they can't be connected with the truth, and their poems cannot be mortal. I think actually
That's
I say sometimes God Himself speaks in the tongue of the poets. I say sometimes. Poets don't speak. God Himself speaks with their tongue.
yes.
Really,
Because those words, you told me that your words, when you create a poem or when you write a poem, it is just, spontaneously, yeah,
yes,
written. So that means you are guided by the spirit, because if you don't, you it is only you, with your knowledge alone, you cannot create a beautiful poem. So that comes from the spirit.
yes, yes. Inspiration. Divine, I think, soul's inspiration.
That's true. Source.
So,
So that's
inspiration.
why I'm doing this, because it's different. It's different platform. You can see the soul of an a poet or an individual through his writing, but here in this interview you can see I can see your soul through your facial expression, your gesture, how kind you are, through your eyes, through your smile. So this is very important.
Thank you very much.
the way you talk, the way you speak.
Yes,
So
I'm so happy to see you too. Another thing I want to say about my sacrifice. Actually, though I was born in a poor family, but I didn't dream to be a rich man. I never thought to be a rich man. Yeah, I always dreamed to be a great poet, great personality who will live in the people, who will love the people, who will live
sorry.
even after the death. I want actually this passion has led me towards writing poems. Actually, I'm Bangladeshi. Bengali is my native language, but I studied in English. When I was in my secondary level, I I had gone through so many famous books written in Bengali literature. I thought English is the international language, and it is the way to be connected with the world.
Yes,
So
yes,
I must learn this language. I want
yes,
to I want to express my thoughts throughout the world, and for this I must know English well. So though I was the student of science, my classmates actually who were not better than me, they became doctors. Some of them became engineers, but I studied it in English literature. The only objective of mine was to actually to be connected with the world through this language.
yes. I learned from you. It's really a brilliant move.
Thank you very much. So actually, uh, for with this dream, I have made myself up to study in English literature. Then the poets of English literature, especially Shakespeare, William Wordsworth, John Keats, P.B. Shelley, Lord Byron. There's so many poets actually. When in
I know sonnets is, sonnet poetry is not easy to to write. So I really, salute because you did it. You have written how many sonnets?
Yes, yes. I have been inspired by Shakespeare at first to
Yes,
write the
that's
sonnets.
beautiful.
Yes,
Actually, I am trying to learn. I have just wrote only one, I think, but I will share that to you.
yes, yes. Okay, it's your
So,
kindness. In our literature, there is an epic poet whose name is Michael Madhusudan Datta. Michael, he was in Hindi religion, but he was converted to Christianity, and Michael was added with his name. His name Michael Madhusudan Datta. He has written many books in English. Actually, there is a long story of him. He wrote at first in Bengali literature. Michael Madhusudan Datta at first wrote the sonnets in Bengali. Actually, I was also inspired by him.
okay. Is he a from Bangladesh also?
Yes, yes, he is.
Uh,
He was born in Jeshore in Bangladesh,
okay.
and he married also. He married also an English lady,
Uh,
Henrietta. Her name was Henrietta.
it's really
Yeah.
good that we have an inspiration. We are, we are following their steps because if they are good, that means you inclined to be also good.
Yes, yes. And
So, uh do you have a poem that you prepared there that the world could listen?
it, it, at first, I want to read out or recite the poem written for you. Uh, if you take it easily,
Why not?
okay. Um, can I recite?
Yeah, sure, sure, sure. Start now.
Okay. I'm reciting a poem, an acrostic poem named Helen Sarita.
Oh, wow.
And every letter of every line of this
Yes.
poem, if it is added, if these letters, the first letters of every line, if added, and the name will be Helen Sarita.
That's
Actually,
across.
okay, I'm reciting this. Heaven of poems you cherish in your thought, ever unfading memories you are nourishing a lot. Loyal and loving, your courteous conduct charms me. Essence of purity I smell in your jovial personality. Nectar of paradise I imbibe from you in glee. Source of poetic inspiration you have been to us. Abundance of love is blossoming in it beauteous. Raise and enflame the spirit to enlighten the earth. Immortal you will be in loving hearts with pure mirth. Tribute I do for you with heart's innocence. A glow history of poetry will ever hold your remembrance. Thank you.
I don't have words to thank you for that. I'm so amazed. That's so wonderful. Very much, you know. I have no words. I am speechless. You surprised me, and you know,
I,
uh, yes,
I both thanks to you that actually you were the inspiration for this poem. I didn't think it before today also. I didn't think that I'll write a poem about you, but after evening when you told me that after 2 hours I will have to take rest, and
yes.
I had then actually this spontaneous emotion has come to me to write this poem.
Wow, I am so
Before this, I didn't
amazed.
plan.
I did not know that while I'm sleeping, I'm taking a rest. Someone is writing for me. So that's so wonderful. Thank you so much again. Yeah. So, may I know, can you define happiness? Because I'm happy now.
Yes. Actually, happiness is a spontaneous feeling. It is a spontaneous feeling. Um, a person finds happiness when he or she sees something or somebody uh, similar to his or her thought. Then he or she gets happiness, I think. When the mind is connected with the similar thought, then happiness rises, I think.
That's true. For me, also, I want to share that for me, happiness, you will be happy if you are contented. You will be
Yes, yes,
happy if you are not, thinking about things that very impossible to reach. You're
yes,
happy
yes.
that, yeah, no, you can
I
be
think
able a
yes, yes.
source of happiness to others.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
A poor, I know this. A poor can find happiness with a coin, but a rich man can't find happiness also with so much money. Yes, so actually,
Yes.
happiness, yes, to be happy in the world, to be happy, I think it is the motto to be contented with how few things we can. I think there is a saying of Socrates that he has said, um, how few things we can take from this world. We should think this. Yeah, how few things, but the people of this world now, they think that how many things we can take from the world, how many things, and they are not contented and they can't be happy. I think
We
happiness,
can never be happy.
yes, yes, happiness is in the contentment with what we have, actually enough. Yeah, I can breathe. I can breathe deeply. This is the best actually chance for me that I can breathe. There are so many people they can't breathe. They are ill. They are suffering with suffocation in the hospital. Huh. But though I am poor, though I have no money, though I have no luxurious palace, but this is enough for me that I can breathe deeply. I, actually, I think I find happiness here.
Health is wealth enough.
Yes, health is wealth. There is a saying also, a healthy beggar is much more happier than an
The
ill king. Ill king.
rich man.
Uh, yes, though he is a king, but if he is ill, he can't be happy. So health is
That's
wealth. Yes, health is the health. There is a very known saying, health is the root of all happiness. There is a
that's
very easy saying, the health is the actually. I emphasis on good health. Good health means actually body and mind. If a person is sound in physical and mental condition, he is healthy. He or she is healthy. Actually, we rush towards the medicine, we rush towards the foods, but actually we should also think that mental soundness is also the fact. Mental actually,
mental.
our yes, mental soundness is the fact actually, and mental soundness will come when we help people, when we help others, when we dedicate for others, then actually, then mental happiness will come. We can find contentment, we can find happiness when we can give something. In giving, there is a spontaneous delight, not in taking, not in taking. I believe this.
I believe
How
so. That's true. Very true. Because, we cannot buy happiness no matter how much money you have in the bank. I- You cannot say that I want to buy happiness, but happiness is within. It is here within. So that's a very nice discussion with you. I love all what we are discussing here now, and all those I have interviewed prior to you.
I respect your thought too. Actually, I respect you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I feel that in this interview, I feel contentment in my heart that I did a good thing for the world,
Yes, yes.
and I'm going to continually bring the voices of the poets throughout the world. Yeah, because it delighted all the people, because some are watching here even they are not poets. So it gives strength, it gives inspiration. And in every country, because you are from Bangladesh, I interviewed from Canada, I interviewed from India, we have the same language of heart.
Yes, yes, of heart. Uh,
Yes.
Actually, I know of hers. What is the language of God? Actually, every religion, the people of every religion will say their language, but actually, I know silence is the language of God. Silence is the language of God. So when we become silent and be absorbed in us, I can talk to. I have written a poem too. I know a language. I know language which can understand the language of everything, and that is love. I have written. Love is such a language. Love is such a
Yes.
language that can understand all things.
Yes.
If
Yes.
we can learn this language, if we can learn, actually, heart's language is love. If we can learn this language, we can learn others. learn others. The
Yes.
motto of Socrates, he has written, he has said, "Know thyself." This is a very deep saying, I think. Know thyself. Huh. I, from my boyhood, I cherish to understand this, the meaning of this sentence. Know thyself. Actually, very deep. I think still now I couldn't know myself, but I'm trying. I'm trying to search myself. Huh.
Yes. Yes.
Jalaluddin
That's
Rumi.
yes.
Jalaluddin
We
Rumi. Yes. Jalaluddin Rumi, the Persian poet, a great philosopher, he has said, I searched myself, and I found God. I searched God and I found myself. Actually, so there is no difference between myself and God. If if I can know myself, I can know everything. This motto I believe. I try to follow.
you
What
know
do you think?
every uh, people with one spirit, no matter what's your religion, your belief, we have one spirit. That because if we are one in the spirit, we we analyze the same, we act the same, we behave the same way, and that's all for the glory of our Creator.
Yes.
So that's it. Uh, we can be different religions, but we are having the same language of truth.
Yes, yes. Actually, I have seen this. The European people, or the people of developed countries, they are actually, though they are not followers of Islam, but their thinking is so high, so holy. I think I respect them. I respect them. They are not fake outwardly. Yeah,
Very worldly. They are
yes, yes,
into, that's the luck maybe of the world today, because people depends on their knowledge, not depending on God's
yes.
what God can do for us. They are very worldly. Their thought is worldly.
Actually, if there is a saying also, if there is anything good in human being, that is knowledge, and if there is anything bad in human being, that is ignored. So the people who are actually uh, uh, enlightened with really with knowledge, they are true, they are honest. Actually, though outwardly uh, they may be seen another, but I think who are educated, who have acquired knowledge, they they can't do bad things. They can't do bad things because knowledge will give them the light to go along the right way. I think to differentiate between right and wrong, only knowledge is the way, and knowledge is the fact. So we should actually, I think, uh, without rushing towards the mundane world, to the materialistic world, we should really try to acquire knowledge, which will make
You
us
know what?
happy.
Yeah. Because you know what? For me, it's a kind also of sacrifice, because as human, really we are inclined to love material things. But if you sacrifice yourself, if you control yourself, that is an offer of your sacrifices.
Yes, 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 I believe.
Control, because
Yes,
since we are human, we are it's an innate to our being that we really love the world, material
yes,
things. But it's about sacrifices, how to control yourself, how to empty yourself for
yes.
others to have.
This is the real knowledge, I think, to control the self. This is
Yes.
the real knowledge. Yes, this is above all kinds of knowledge. Alexander the Great, Alexander, the teacher of Alexander the Great was Aristotle, and Aristotle has advised Alexander the Great that control yourself.
Yes.
And this is such a motto. This is such a motto Alexander cherished throughout his life to control himself. So
Yes.
he had been able to conquer the whole world. Actually, to if we want to conquer the world, we should control ourselves, and
That's
this is
that's
a
that
very
is
important.
very best sacrifice if you are
Yes,
able to control
yes,
yourself.
actually,
Now, do you have a poem to read? Another poem to read, an inspirational one, not an acrostic one.
okay, I didn't make any plan to recite a poem, but I'll offer a poem.
While checking your poem there, I will also check mine to read after yours.
Okay, from my poem,
Okay.
I'm talking about actually, this is one of my books, Agun Chhora Fagun Bashi, Falgun Fruit of Flame. And from this book, I want to recite a poem.
Okay. That's nice.
All my love, my hopes, my dreams of my mind are to remove the darkness of sorrows with life and heart. Let all the flowers bloom, scattering fragrance around, and all the birds chirp, spreading joyful wings wide. Be your hearts touched with the tone of Falgun flute of flame and wake throughout the world with new pitchful song. The truth itself is constant star. With its direction, march ahead steadily, piercing darkness towards dawn. Drive all the stripes of religion, nation, and castes away with the invocation of union and elevated humanity. Wipe out the root of malice, pride, greed, and ego. Build up a garden of love on this speechless earth. Only then my Falgun flute of flame will lie down in quiet sleep in the dust with soundless stone. Thank you.
Beautiful. It's for every race. It's for, unity and
Yes, yes,
discrimination of races. It's a really good
yes,
poem for that.
yes. I want to make such a world united with all. And yes, this theme has inspired me to write this poem.
It's
Uh,
really worth it to, give time to the people like you that can share a lot of his wisdom to the world.
yes. Can I read another poem?
Yeah, sure. Please.
Okay. And the name of this poem is Light of Constant Star. Light of Constant Star. Arouse joyous feelings with positive attitude, abstract feelings that will keep you in peace. Real happiness lives in the heart, on unseen beach. In every step, you'll meet success within limit, within reach. Never be hopeless and pray to God with gratitude. Shake off the indolence that encircles your mind. Abstain from illusion that fades within a while. Hope for the goal enlightened and to all be kind. Intimate we with fellow beings with charming smile. Nectar of heaven, thus in the heart's core you'll find. Rivers of divine honey will flow in your whole. Incomparable gladness will nourish your soul. Breeze of greatness will always keep you cool. Acquire the sense of humanity with full existence. Dear to all, you will be forever, both in life and absence. Thank you.
Very inspirational, very nice. So, you know, if you read a poem like that, you know the behavior or the attitude of the writer. He is
Thank
an
you.
inspiration. So I'll try to read my a poem. It is about actually knowledge. I just remember it. Actually, it's an old poem. A
Okay,
short one. A short one. Ah.
please read out. I
The
want to
knowledge,
enjoy.
yeah.
I want to
Uh,
enjoy it. Okay.
it's actually written 2009, a long time ago, 12 years. The knowledge you mostly aspire, significant to everyone's life, persevere to obtain the knowledge that some already have gained. Lucky for one in determining to acquire better knowing, ideas useful being smart, some became famous of their brilliance. But marry not, things are not enough. To enter the room God prepared for us above. Inculcate this into your mind. Without wisdom, you will be left behind. Knowledge is just simply knowing of what we have learned from this world being. But wisdom is a definite knowing to everything God given. That's
Thank
it.
you. A very nice poem too. Actually, these words are also highly inspiring. It expresses the depth of the mind, and it leads and it shows the way actually to be enlightened. I think knowledge,
Yes,
wisdom. Yes, yes.
that's true.
So, so many messages are here. I think if we follow these messages, we can be happy.
That's true. So thank you for your time. What can you say about this interview? Do you have a message for the Mother Eagle Blossom Show or for me?
Yes, yes. Actually, I wish your effort. I wish your effort will make the people, the poets, connected with the world, people of the world. It's a great mission of you. I congratulate you. I offer thanks to you, hearty thanks to you. Um, I wish your mission may go long way to the destination. Actually, I think your mission, you want to you want the people, the poets of the world, to be connected, and this mission, I also feel this mission, and I am also a person behind you. You can think, you can
Thank you.
think.
Thank you so
Yes,
much.
yes, I'm with you. Though I am a tiny poet, I'm humble
No,
poet.
you are. No, because of the spirit within us, we can write beautiful poetry.
Thank you very much. I inspire you. Actually, your interview has inspired me much, and I wish I expect from you more inspiration. The days coming to me. Okay, in future also. In future also, I'll try my level best to be with you, with your group. I'll try to be connected more closely. And I'll feel myself proud if I can work with you along your mission. Okay.
Yes, let's unite our forces because nothing is impossible if we unite our forces. We unite our strength, our faith, and our inclination to unite people around the world. Yes, gradually we can make it. We can make it. Actually, this as you have said, you told me that you did not plan to make a poem for me, to write a poem for me. So that is like just similar to this show. It This is unplanned, and I just realized that I am interviewing now. So I said, it's God's plan for me. I have a mission to take. I have a mission to fulfill, to accomplish, and this is now. It makes me happy to connect the world, and while connecting you good poets around the world, I am bringing your voice to the world also, to other poets. And there are a lot of poets now in line to that I am going to interview. They want to be interviewed also. So because they know that they can bring light to the world. It's not because that they want to be known to the world, because they have the spirit that comes from their inner being that has to be heard to the world. So I'm so thankful that God chose me to be an avenue of this through this platform.
Yes, I'm also thankful to you. I am also very thankful to actually. I was waiting for this moment after a long time. This hope or this dream has come true. That I have got a chance to be interviewed by you. Actually, I'm feeling so much proud of this, and heartfelt thanks to you too.
Yes. Do you have a friend that you want to shout out here in the Filipino Poets and Blossoms? Do you know someone there? You can say hi.
Yes. Actually, I've seen the admins. I have I have read out the poems. I sometimes when I get my free time, I try to read the poems of your pages. Uh, I want to comment. I like to comment. Uh,
Yes.
Actually, I am a teacher in in an institution of our country. I have to maintain the family. I don't get much time free, but
Yes.
I don't get much time free. But I'm struggling to make a free time to go through the poems. Yes,
You
I
mentioned me one time about Napoleon Torres. Did you know him?
yes yes
Napoleon.
yes. I actually, though he is correct, though he is so far of me, but I feel him. I feel him so closely. I think he's my close relative. I think
He's very
actually.
nice. He's very nice. Actually, I'm visiting him to his place, and yeah, because he
And
is near.
in my English poems, I want to mention some names who
Yes,
uh, who frequently comment on my poems, and among them, actually, Lena, who is also a poet. Actually, she comments. I have taken some time to talk to her in messages and chatting. And then Luma Ijat, she also comments. I also comment on their writings. Aliuna Gohar um, is also another name. She is an Armenian. She is an Armenian. Aliuna Gohar. She inspires me to write poems.
yes.
And
Very happy
another,
now to hear their names you
yes,
mentioned.
yes, yes.
Yes.
Then Wayne Larson is a male person. He frequently likes and comments. Though I hadn't talked to him, but I think he feels me much. I also feel him much. Van Larsen. And then Farida is another one who lives in Uzbekistan. Farida. She's also a very lovely lady. Her thought is so high. She is a teacher too. And another one, her name is Veronica. She lives in Ukraine. Ukraine. She is also a teacher and an artist. She her thought is so great, I think, and my thinking is very similar to her thinking. Actually, I have got so much friends internationally. I feel much delighted to get them as my friends,
Yes.
sharing my thoughts with them. They are highly elevated in thoughts, and I feel much comfort uh, with their friendship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. And I'm so pleased to have you here in our show. It made me proud, and thank you for knowing you better. You are such a kind soul, and I hope you enjoy our conversation. And thank you for guesting here. So uh, it's already almost 3 o'clock here in the morning, and I think it's 1 o'clock in yours there. So we better rest now. So
I
bye
think
for now.
thank you very much. Actually, the time has passed so fast. I just now I remembered the theory of Einstein, the theory of relativity. Actually, a theory of relativity is such a theory. Time passes so fast for a happy environment. I have passed with you for a long an hour, but I think that this is a short span of span of time. I think
Yes.
only 10 minutes. I think.
But
Yeah,
we did not notice the running of time because we
yes,
love
yes,
our conversation.
yes,
So
yes.
that's it. A
Uh,
very wonderful conversation.
I
So
got the
time
time.
flies so fast and we need to ride its wings.
Thank you very much again for dedicating much times for interviewing me and for giving me a chance to talk to the people of the world. Hearty thanks again.
Okay. So God bless you and your family, and be safe and continue to shine.
Thank you. Be safe,
Bye bye
you
for
too.
now.
Bye.